ROFFS analyst James here, and it is currently Tuesday, November 26th. We hope everyone had a good weekend and looking forward to this year's Thanksgiving celebrations. Today we'll be taking a quick look at the ocean conditions from the west coast of Florida along Alabama and Louisiana towards the east coast of Texas to look at the ocean conditions that you may have experienced if you'd gone offshore this past weekend. Overall, we have recently observed a bit of an elongation within the clockwise rotating loop current eddy formation south of Mobile Bay and the Mississippi River area. This loop current eddy formation appears to have elongated in a east-northeast to west-southwest orientation, as you can see here, sort of football shaped. And it is likely to begin rotating around its axis, which may result in relatively warm loop current water pushing closer to the Mississippi Canyon area over the next week or so, as this frontal boundary eddy formation shown here continues to move north-northeastwards over the next several days. This has also resulted in the former loop current eddy formation shown here to push further into the western Gulf of Mexico, while also observing the loop current itself, shown here, pushing a bit further northwards over the past couple days. Some of this loop current water will then get pulled back into the Gulf of Mexico by that large loop current eddy formation shown here, and you can see some of this loop current water along this line right here, while the rest of the water continues to move eastward into the Gulf Stream. Along the northern side of the loop current eddy formation, we continue to observe the warmer eddy filament water pulling back westward off of Mobile Bay, southwest of the DeSoto Canyon, and towards the Mississippi Canyon, shown here. Some of this warmer, bluer water pulling back westward. Occasionally, we'll see some of this warmer filament water get pulled northeast off the Viosco Knoll area into the DeSoto Canyon area and northeast as well, towards the Pensacola area. You can flip over to our ocean color imagery and you can see the larger loop current eddy, bluer water, with some of that bluer water of the loop current getting pulled into this filament off the Mississippi Canyon area, as well as the loop current itself pulling bluer water up west of the Florida Keys, while some of it enters the Gulf of Mexico, shown here. Taking a look at the western Gulf of Mexico, the larger counterclockwise rotating eddy formation offshore of the Aransas Bank area in the western Gulf of Mexico appears to have strengthened over the past 2 weeks as well. This is shown here. As you can see here, it is beginning to pull filaments of cooler, greener water offshore of the South Padre Island area towards the northern side of Mexico. This is also pulling some warmer, somewhat bluer water northwards off from Mexico as well. However, much of this bluer water is being kept offshore of the Flower Gardens Bank area and this general area here. However, some of this water does get pulled back west-northwest towards the East Breaks. And switching back over to our ocean color imagery, you can see that cooler blue-green, greener water moving offshore from South Padre Island, with the bluer water moving north off of Mexico, some of it moving, or most of it moving off of the Flower Gardens, while some of it getting pulled back west-northwest towards the East Breaks. Remember, these ocean conditions are always changing, so be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321-723-5759 to order updated analyses for each of these areas. Our winter office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 until May 1st as we enter the 2025 spring to summer season.